Wellington Rugby TV, we've been wandering through, I guess, the union offices. We've been up at Rugby League Park, we've been in and around, we've been at the clubs. We've now taken the opportunity to head to one of the players, former player, former Hurricane, former Lion, Reggie Goods joins me. Reggie, welcome, good afternoon.
Thank you.
Hey mate, I just want to go back and I guess capture your story, if it were. So a lot of people know you just as Reggie Goods, Hurricane, Lion, but don't know much about your background. So you arrived in Wellington 2006, from where?
Yeah, so arrived in Wellington from Pretoria back in 2006. Grew up in Pretoria most of my life, basically supporting the Bulls.
Yeah.
But that changed since I moved here. So.
And why? Why Wellington?
My dad got made redundant over there, so couldn't get a job. And the only place he got a job was in Wellington.
What does he do?
He's a software kind of architect type of person, so computer geek.
Yeah.
So basically he thought, I'll come initially for 2 years, so we didn't sell up. We sell our house and cars and everything in South Africa. And then after that, you got a full-time employment with Oracle.
Nice.
So ended up staying.
So just you, or there's brothers and sisters? How big's the family?
Me, mum, dad, sister.
Okay.
Yeah, and most of my family's still over there.
Still over there.
I think I've got one cousin in London, and that's it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you arrived at Wellington, straight to Wellington College.
Yep.
First 15 obviously there, and then I guess it was from there into the club world.
Yep.
Paniki, just round the corner from Wellington College. What he was sitting on your doorstep, was he saying, I want you to come over there?
So actually, when we moved here, my dad's best friend, when he was growing up in South Africa, his best mate moved to New Plymouth. So when we just moved here, we went to visit his best mate. And he had other friends who's Neil and Barry Meyer, or Meyer if you say in Afrikaans. So his dad was there as well. And they said, you should come watch my sons play. So they were twin brothers and they played for Porniki Prems for a couple of years. And then when I was still at school, my first year here, I went to watch them play for Porniki. And since then I've made that kind of affiliation with the club, and I always said I'll go to Porniki after, and that was it. And I didn't hear much from Waddy. I just showed up and then got stuck into things.
And the rest's history, as they say. We'll get back to what you're doing right at the moment. From there into the Lions, into the Canes, and with the career was trucking along pretty nicely. Then the old concussion happened, and mate, there's the old saying, isn't it? Your next game could be your last one, and I guess the realisation for you, it was bang, there it was.
Yeah. So I've had since I left school, I had a number of concussions, and it went from 1 week recovering after 1 week to next concussion, recovering 2 weeks, and got to a stage where my second last concussion took me 6 months to recover, and then this last one I had took a year. And the specialist advised me my head knocks are becoming easier to get, and it's taking longer to recover, and they recommend me to hang my boots up to basically next head knock might take me 5 years, and they want to get me in that situation, so had to make the tough call and call it quits.
You're okay? So everything's okay?
27th of December last year was the last time I had symptoms.
Nice.
So since then I've been 100%.
Brilliant.
Good.
Rugby's finished, so competitive rugby for you's finished. You've headed back into the rugby world. I'm going to get there in a minute. You've picked up employment though with Rico. Tell us what you're doing there.
So through my injury last year, because I was out the whole year, I did actually contacted the bosses at Rico, Chris Thornton, and asked them, can I just come in and learn what you guys do, just volunteer work?
Yep.
So I went in twice a week for 4 months and just basically pick up the phone, call a few times, and just learning how to put things together and learning about their products they're trying to get across in their business. So I did 4 months of that, and then kind of took a break when pre-season for Hurricane started. And that's when I kind of went through the phase of seeing my last specialist, because I already had the idea I might retire before that. And then they retired, Rico put a contract on the table and said, come work for us full time.
Nice.
And then, they gave me 6 weeks beforehand, so I just had a newborn as well. So they gave me 6 weeks of my newborn, and then I started full employment about 6 or 7 weeks ago now.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
So, but you do some other volunteer work as well. Tell us a wee bit about that.
Yeah, through last year, I was kind of went through with concussion. You can't really go train. You just go to training, sit at training, go home, sit at home. So I thought I'll start getting busy. So I actually did a bit of study last year as well.
Yeah.
I thought I want to do something else fun. So I actually Googled volunteer work in Wellington. And I went through all these volunteer things. So you can work at a zoo. You can, there's always little volunteer stuff you can go around Wellington. And I thought I'm going to do that most exciting one. And CCTV and Wellington Police Station popped up. So I signed up for that. And yeah, there I was, patrolling the streets.
You still do it?
Yeah, I still do it occasionally. But yeah, not as much as I did last year. But I just still try to get out there while I can.
Nice.
Yeah.
Highlights, if you look back on your Hurricanes and Lions career, give us a couple of highlights.
Probably my first game against the Chiefs.
Yeah.
I think I played 10 minutes, so that's always a highlight.
Yeah.
We won a super final, big highlight. Even though I was out of concussion, but still
Part of the setup.
part of the setup.
Yeah, yeah, yep.
And two more highlights would be I scored a try in South Africa, was happy about. And also, what's the other one? Oh, my 50th game was quite a, when we played the Blues in Auckland, which was funnily enough, I got concussed again. So I couldn't have a beer after, but it's all right.
It's all part of it.
Yeah, all part of it. So that's probably, if I take 4 highlights of my career, that was my highlights.
Nice. You haven't hung up your boots really though, because you're now back into, you've just drifted into the coaching role, back at Paniki, back at the club you love, involved with the Colts set up there. How's that going?
Yeah, it's pretty good. So I got the phone call maybe 4 or 5 weeks ago now from Kevin Jenkins, and he asked me, we need a Colts coach. And I had a thought about it because newborn and full-time job. So I talked to the wife, asked her first, and she said, no, it's fine. Because if I want to take coaching further, like most retired rugby players want to do, then yeah, that's probably a good starting point, a good opportunity. So I said yes, and Tuesday, Thursday's training, play on, or we actually be playing on Fridays, but normally play on Saturdays.
Yeah.
And I'm actually loving it, yeah. So good bunch of boys, and also good going back to my old club and giving something back.
And the first one, of course, was the Missy Lugangi Moananu Shield you picked up a couple of Friday nights ago, so that was a big one. That was a good tick, the first one up.
Yeah, good tick, the first one up. So yeah, it's quite an emotional game really, because between both clubs. So it's quite a good feeling winning that back, and I think we got a big presentation in the club this week.
So I guess also your area of speciality, the front row stuff, the dark places where a little skinny first five, by the way, believe it, I used to be a little skinny first five. We never went. No doubt Gibbo or some of the boys are going to get you in to do some specialist stuff with the youngies or along the way too. I guess that's happening as well.
So I've actually done a lot of front row things lately. So going back to Wellington College and a couple of schools. So I actually went to Taira, Nainai. I'm actually running a volunteer front row clinic.
Nice.
Just taking the front rowers and upskilling them, and because it's a win for them, but also a win for me getting experience to teach youth. And if I want to go for their coaching ranks, it's good for me.
Yeah.
So I've been doing that, and also the Irans in Palmy, they've got me involved there as a front row specialist coach, but I do scrums as well.
Fantastic.
So if I had a dream job, it would probably be Crono's job at the Hurricanes.
Yeah.
Coaching the scrums. So, but you've got to put the hard work in before.
So what I'm getting here, mate, you're not sitting with your feet up. You're actually reasonably busy here.
Yeah, I feel like I'm more busy than when I was playing rugby.
How's the golf handicap go? I haven't seen you for a while.
Not good.
Not good?
We had a Rico golf day the other day, but no, it didn't go too well.
No, you need to spend more time.
I haven't got to sub 50 yet.
Have you?
Over 9.
Mate, another round of Swindale Shield rugby coming up on Wednesday, on Anzac Day, so we get the day off. For me, I guess, match of the round, the first one up, Hutt Old Boys Marist, unbeaten. Squeaked home against Plympton at the weekend against Puniki. How's that going to go?
Yeah, Puniki will take it.
I thought you might say that.
Definitely. Third on the log, we want to get their first spot. So,
what's the strengths of the PK boys at the moment? Up front?
I think, up front they bring. When I was playing, when I started there, we all want to be niggly up front.
I remember it well. Yeah.
You know, like what he always said. One and all in, because the ref can't give everyone a red card. So I think they start getting their mentality back also, with the backs, bit of skill work. And we actually had a real good pre-season. A lot of numbers of pre-season this season. So I think it's starting to pay off a bit this year. So guys have made that Jubilee, which we've kind of been missing out the last 5 years on. So
nice. So Paniki for you there. Johnsonville North.
Got a guy I work with now. He's a Johnsonville man. Got $20 of him this weekend. But
North's going pretty well.
Oh, I'll go Norths.
Okay, there you go.
Honestly.
OBU Tawa, the goats going okay. Yeah,
OBU.
yeah. Petone MSP, this will be another tight one. I think these boys are sort of like neck and neck on the table at the moment. MSP off a bit of a battering last weekend.
Yeah, OBU,
It's at the
I'll go
Petone Rec.
Petone.
Okay, righto. Upper Heart Auries out at Maidstone.
I'm going to go for Upper Heart, honestly.
Okay, I'm with you. Wainui against Paraplum.
Wainui,
Wainui. And the last one, the Wellington Axemen against Avalon.
Avalon.
Avalon, there we go. Mate, just I guess last message from you about, you know, guys out there that are playing footy. We had Rick Whatarau in last week talking to him, and he said that education was parallel for the youngies that were coming through. I guess that message is there from you as well, that, you know, it's outside of rugby, there's the other side of things you need to take care of, eh?
That's true. I'm lucky enough, I had a year off last year, and I've gone halfway through. I said retirement could be an option. So I'm in a good situation where last year and this year I'm still on contract. So, and that kind of seems happy, but I know when January comes next year, I need to be on my feet and running, because looking after the little one, and
Yeah.
I've got a mortgage.
Life's
and things,
changed,
so,
eh?
Yeah, life has changed. So I'm in a good situation to prepare myself, but yeah, got to be prepared.
Kane's going okay.
Yeah, they're going real well. Happy for the
Sunwolves
boys,
on
and,
Friday, how are they going to, what's the margin there?
I've got to win first, but I hope for a big win, hopefully a bit of a try fest. So, well, I don't think the Canes coaches want to hear me say that, but because they normally
Play it down.
play it down, but it should be a good game.
Reggie, thanks for joining us, mate. Good luck with that Paniki Colts side and out and about, and I look forward to seeing you back on the fairways at Shandon very shortly, and we'll get you under that 50. Yeah. Wellington Rugby TV, remember a full round of Swindale Shield, Wednesday afternoon, Anzac Day, followed up 3 days later again by another round of Swindale Shield Rugby. It's a busy week for the boys at the club level. Get out and support them. Enjoy your rugby. We'll see you again shortly.